Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Thursday, the 5th day of December, 2024. I bring a news update. After Biafra Declaration, Yoruba group seeks support of UK Parliament for independent Yoruba nation. Oh yes, that's what's happening now. A Yoruba nation group under the aegis of the Yoruba National Youth United Kingdom has written to the UK Parliament seeking support and request for an independent Yoruba nation. Yes, of course, this is coming a few days after the Biafra Republic government in exile declared a United States of Biafra in Finland. Now, the letter addressed to the Speaker of the UK House of Commons, Right Honourable Sir Lindsay Hawley, pleaded with the UK Parliament to support its self-determination struggle, which is said will reduce mass migration pressures and increase opportunities for equitable trade and honest dealings. Yes, the letter titled Reparative Justice and the Self-Determination of the Yoruba People noted that reparative justice would be in the interest of the UK if they support the Yoruba people's pursuit of self-determination. Yes, the letter began by eulogizing and highlighting the role of the Speaker. It goes this way, quote, "It is worth noting that the Speaker of the House of Commons, Right Honourable Sir Lindsay Hawley, has a significant role in the UK's parliamentary system. As the presiding officer of the House of Commons, the Speaker is responsible for maintaining order and interpreting parliamentary rules. The UK's role in the creation of Nigeria involved the amalgamation of diverse ethnic groups, including the Yoruba, often disregarding existing treaty agreements and the consent of the governed. This historical backdrop has contributed to ongoing tensions and calls for self-determination among the Yoruba people. The Yoruba self-determination movement, under the leadership of Professor Banji Akintoye, seek clarification on the government's stance regarding these historical injustices and how it plans to address them. Notably, the YSDM submitted a petition to the Prime Minister on 12 October 2024, setting their demand to exit Nigeria. How does the government reconcile its optimistic projection for Nigeria's future with the legitimate aspiration, grievances of the Yoruba people? Many dual nationals residing in the UK experience significant stress and anxiety due to the situation in Nigeria, which affects their families and communities. What measures is the government taking to support these individuals and address the underlying causes of their distress? What's the government definition of reparative justice concerning the Yoruba people's historical and ongoing grievances? How does the government plan to engage with the Yoruba self-determination movement and their demands? What support is available for UK citizens affected by the instability in Yoruba land? Do we deserve to be listened to and our quest for a self-determined nation and fundamental human rights respected? How can the UK reassess its foreign policy toward the Yoruba people and Nigeria to promote justice, stability, and restoration? Will the government's actions today be scrutinized for reparative justice in the years to come? Also, it's an issue of respect for the inalienable rights of Yorubas in the homeland and the diaspora. Suppose the government of His Majesty the King will not do the decent thing and use its influence to get the Nigerian government on the negotiation table with the different nations trapped in the nightmare called Nigeria that was erroneously amalgamated by it. In that case, the UK government should not stand in our way covertly or overtly, considering the many atrocities committed by the British colonial government as representative of His Majesty's government, including breaking its treaty with Yoruba kingdoms and allegedly rigging the 1959 elections to install its preferred candidates in leadership of Nigeria it created upon granting its independence. Justice will and should mean making efforts to correct those wrongs, working with all parties in respect of their inalienable rights. A fully independent Yoruba country and its people have all it needs to thrive and be a positive global influence for Africa and the rest of the world regarding human capacity and natural resources. End of quote. Now, this is the statement from the Yoruba people that are youths residing in the United Kingdom. They approached the UK Parliament demanding for their autonomy, or yes, that's independent Yoruba nation. A few days, Biafrans declared, oh yes, United States of Biafra. Yorubas are asking. They have gone to the Parliament in UK to demand for Yoruba nation, the independence of Yoruba nation, or Yoruba nation independence, as the case may be. Oh yes. So they're asking the UK to grant independent Yoruba nation, and we're asking. Now, they have waited until the Biafrans declared, yes, the United States of Biafra, and now Yorubas are asking for their own freedom. Yes, the fact remains that Yorubas stopped the freedom all the ethnic nationalities supposed to have been enjoying by now. Oh yes. Yes. If they teamed up with the Biafrans in the 1967, when Biafra declared their independence and said, we are going, as Biafra declares their own, as Odumegwu Dim Kembanewe Ezigbogburu, yes, declared the independent state of Biafra, assuming they declare their own. Yes, they declared their own independence. They sought for their own freedom from that moment. All these things could have been an old story. In fact, could have been history. By now, people should supposed to be free. Yes, and develop at their own pace. Of course, you should have seen developments. You have seen civilized nations springing up from this current contraption. Oh yes, so now they realized that, look, they're supposed to have their own freedom. And each time Biafrans makes bold step, oh yes, Yorubas will come up with their own statement, indicating their interest to have their own freedom. That is what's happening. Oh yes. So it was said that even Awolowo warned Yorubas that if they stay in Nigeria after the Igbos, must have gotten their independence, and they stay with the Fulani, said they will not be able to bear the brunt and the heavy load or weight of Fulanis alone. That's why whenever Igbos made a very big step, or the Biafrans, makes very big step to achieve their freedom, Yorubas will always try their possible best to follow suit in one way or the other. Because I will warn them that, look, it's either you stop the Igbos from living in Nigeria or you join in having your own freedom. Because if you stay put after the Igbos must have gotten their own independence, and you stayed in Nigeria with the Fulani, said you are in big trouble, because you cannot carry the weight of the Fulani menace alone. So you have to share it with the Igbos. Oh yes. So if you allow them to go and you stay put in Nigeria, no, sorry for you. Bale, oh yes, that's what he said. So that's why they are struggling. Each time Igbos makes a quantum leap in their quest for freedom, Yorubas will try and replicate one. Yes, now they are in the UK Parliament, begging the UK, say, look, we are trapped in this Nigeria. We are trapped. Help us. Help us. And you accuse them of, being the architect of your problem. And you want them to help you again. Yorubas accuse the UK, okay, for being the architect of whatever is happening to them. The distress they're having being in Nigeria. Oh yes, they say they're having distress. So, they're having pressures. They are migrating from Nigeria to the UK. They call it increased migration. Say this thing will reduce if they have their own Yoruba nation. Say if they have the Yoruba nation, the way they are moving to the UK, say it will reduce. That's what the Yorubas are saying, begging the UK Parliament to help them. They accuse them of, implanting their stooge in the 1959 elections. Yet, they accuse the UK of sundry, issues. But they're still begging them to help them to have their own independent Yoruba nation. That is not agitation. Yes, that is not agitation. You are begging the UK Parliament to help you. They will not help you now. They will not help you. They're enjoying the status quo. Yes, they're enjoying it. Think they will help you? No, they will not help you. So agitation, self-determination is beyond writing to groups like, organization like UK Parliament, UK, United Kingdom. Of course, you have to accuse them of, what they are passing through, the ordeal you are passing through. You have accused them of putting you into it, and you're still begging them to help you. So that's not agitation. They want to do because Ndibo are doing. If you are real, if you are genuine in agitation for freedom, we will know. We will know. Yes, we will say it. So because of what Awolowo said, the Yorubas, if you wait and stay there, Ndibo lives. Sorry for you, you will suffer with Fulani. Oh yes, and that's why they are trying to, push and push, because it's not in their spirit, it's not in their mind to ask for freedom.